I tried to get him to go outside, and he didn't want to get up from laying down. And he was whining, panting heavily, and finally he got up, but he whimpered in the process. Hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. Sam here. Ghost is actually right there. Say hi, Ghosters. We are in the car and we are at the vet's office. It is February 9th. It is 50 degrees outside, mind you. Beautiful, which is awesome. But we are at the vet's office, and I'm going to tell you why real quick, because we have a few minutes before we can go in. So as you guys know, in the last video, I blew out Ghost's coat. It was nice outside. I blew out his coat. Everything was fine for the coat blowing. Every time I finish giving him a bath or blowing out his coat, he always gets the zoomies. Don't you, sir? Yeah, you get the zoomies. I know. You're excited. I know. We're at the vet. You love the vet. Well, and I will insert the clip after I finish explaining this. He went to take off for one of his zoomies, and he whimpered and immediately stopped in his tracks. I will insert that clip here. So yes, he did need a blowout desperately, didn't you? Oh! Now, I purposefully left that out of the last video because at first I didn't think anything was wrong. Like, I have the clip from it. I checked his feet. I instantly assumed it was something with his feet because he does have very sensitive paw pads. So I brought him inside and I used my mud buster, which is an amazing $10 tool. If you don't have one, get one. I used my mud buster to get all the mud off of his feet so I can look at his feet properly. His feet were fine. He let me do everything with his feet. So I just assumed maybe he like got something stuck up in there while he went to take off, because it happened in the mulch patch. We have a mulch patch right there because that's the most tracked area that the dogs take. No grass grows. We've tried. So to prevent mud, we have mulch there. So I just assumed he got pricked with one of the pieces of mulch, and nothing stuck, nothing ripped, nothing got scratched, nothing like that. I assumed it was all good. Well, an hour or two later, after I had dinner, I tried to get him to go outside, and he didn't want to get up from laying down. And he was whining, panting heavily, and finally he got up, but he whimpered in the process. And then he did it again earlier in the day, or later in the evening before I went to bed. So I knew something was up. Now, it could just be a pulled muscle. This could be nothing, but it could also be something with his hips. He is 7 years old. He just turned 7 a few weeks ago. I know there was no birthday video. I forgot to do one, to be honest. I knew it was his birthday, but I forgot to do one with all the craziness that's going on in my life right now. It could be his hips. So last night, he woke me up a couple times, whimpering when he tried to get up to move positions or to get on or off his bed kind of thing. And then this morning when he laid down to eat his breakfast, he whimpered again. Because he always lays down to eat his breakfast. He always has. He's a weird dog that way. But there is something going on. So I contacted my vet and they were willing to see him. So we are here and we're going to go in and figure it out. He might get x-rays, he might not. But we'll see what happens. So hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully he just pulled a muscle. Here's to hoping. But when something happens to my animals, I get them into the vet as soon as possible. Normally I would have waited a day, but I know. But because of the fact that it's a Friday, I wanted to get them in because they're not open on the weekends, and I didn't want to spend an extra $80 going to an emergency vet if it happened to get worse over the weekend. So I just said, let's see if I can get him in today, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to go in here and get him checked out, and I will let you know what's going on. Well, it is now evening. We are getting ready for bed. I have a cat right next to me. Let me see if this helps. Oh no, that makes it look weird. Never mind. The lighting in here is horrible, so I apologize. But we have been home all day since we got back from the vet, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I will keep you posted on his progress. So we went to the vet, and the vet saw all of his signs. She made Kiki. My goodness, he's pawing at my arm. Sir, do you guys see, this is what I'm dealing with right now. Can I help you? I know, you want pets. Can you give me a minute? The vet went through all of the things and saw all of his signs. Ow! I'm gonna have to hide my arm. My goodness. She watched him walk around. She said that his walking seemed normal, but he was definitely favoring his hips when he went to sit and when he went to lay down. He actually did not want to lay down, and I had to get a treat and convince him to lay down for her to see him, because she wanted to see him lay down to see kind of which side he was favoring. And he whimpered when he laid down. So she definitely saw it, and he whimpered when he sat a couple times in there. She let him move his legs around, his back legs around, and his hips, and she said it was a little stiff. There's definitely inflammation in there. But there really wasn't much that we could do today besides get him some painkillers and limit his activity. She wants him on the anti-inflammatories, painkiller for 2 weeks, and light activity, so no walks. I am going to confirm with her on Monday and see what she says about maybe taking him for short 5-minute walks, just so he can stretch his legs. Maybe I can do it in the yard, so he's not tempted to run around, because he, like most dogs, has a very high pain tolerance, so we just want to keep him calm. So he is on basically a doggy ibuprofen, and he's going to be on that for a couple weeks. We couldn't even do the x-rays today if we wanted to, because I didn't know this, but which it makes sense. I should have thought about it. Dogs have to be knocked out for, or slightly sedated, as she put it, in order for them to have hip x-rays. So we're going to wait on that, see how the ibuprofen does, and go from there. She did actually say to make sure that I get him on a salmon oil supplement. He is on a joint supplement, which I am actually going to increase the level of, and I'll show you guys those in a minute. She wanted him on a salmon supplement because salmon oils, not only is it good for their skin and coat, it's also a natural anti-inflammatory. So I went out and I bought some salmon oil, which I will show you guys. I couldn't get the oil because I know for a fact from when he was younger, he won't eat his food when there's salmon oil on it, surprisingly. He already gets salmon jerky sticks every day. So he already gets some from that, but she wanted to make sure he was getting the regular amount So that's why we have the supplements. I am going to do a few other things to try and help him out. I am going to Ollie's, which is like an outlet store. It's like an overstock store almost. And I'm going to pick up some runner rugs, and I'm going to pick up a rug for my living room, which currently has hardwood. Granted, it's a rough hardwood, so there's grip on it, but I'm going to get some runner rugs for the hallway and for the main area in the kitchen where it's like dog walking area. So that way he has a little bit more traction, and if he decides to lay out there, which he does, he lays in the hallway and he lays in the kitchen. So I'm going to get some runner rugs to kind of give him some traction. So these are the salmon jerky sticks that I was telling you guys about. I usually give him 1.5 to 2 of these, excuse you, sir, 1.5 to 2 of these a day for like his lunch. But they are $20 a bag, and he would probably need way more than that to get what he needed out of it. So he will still be getting those, but he is going to start getting these. I got these from my pet supply store, which was right up the road. It was 19 and change with tax. And he has to get 6 of these a day. So it'll be good for him. Like I said, the vet said it's a natural anti-inflammatory, so we're getting him on these starting tomorrow. This is his pain pill. Legit, Kiki, you are not helping. I'm pretty sure it's Careprofen, Vetprofen. It's basically, whoa, focus. It doesn't want to focus. It's basically a doggy ibuprofen. It's 75 milligrams, and he gets it twice a day. This is the joint supplement that he takes, and I was already planning on switching him over to the stage 2, the level 2 of this joint supplement. There's 3 different levels. He did just turn 7 years old, like I told you guys, so I was already planning on switching him over to stage 2, and the vet agreed with that. So we are going to switch over that. This bottle's almost empty, so I'm going to finish this bottle out because, yeah, that's why. So, hi, you want time on the camera? Oh my goodness. So, that's what we're going to do. I will keep you guys posted on his progress. We won't be doing as many walk and talks. If we do a walk and talk, it'll be me. And Ghost will not be accompanying me, which will be sad, but I have to consider the way he is right now, and I will give him other things to do around the house to keep his mind active so he doesn't get bored. Like I said, on Monday, I'm going to reach out to the vet and see if maybe we can do like a walk down to the end of the street and back kind of thing. But we will go from there. So if you guys have watched this far, sorry that it was a kind of a sad video. But he will be okay. We're going to get this worked out. I will take care of him. I promise you. That is my baby, and I will do anything for him. So thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you guys in that next video. Like, subscribe, and share.